U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run. Here's the former Seminole. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. This defense for the Vikings, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
There was a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll go again with Benson. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Here's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Murray now. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
2nd and 10. Now Murray. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Murray now to throw. He's got the rookie. That's Marvin Harrison Jr. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere.
Fourth down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now.
And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here's McCarthy.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Vikings are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Throwing is McCarthy.
Flush to his right.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, if you do read man covers, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
Sliding out the pocket.
He completes this to Walker. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the 1st down on 3rd down.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well.
And got his man complete.
Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Danny Gray.
79 yards.
And the Cardinals are once again back in front.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fighting his way through contact.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done. Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That is caught. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
To the air with McCarthy. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
This 2nd and 4.
the 26-yard line.
Throwing again, McCarthy. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Well, you know, if you've got the defense laying back, maybe that option works. But if you're coming hard on 3rd down,
it doesn't work because you force the hand of the quarterback and the runner too quickly, and most of the time, unsuccessfully.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will knot us up at 10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
and beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Now McCarthy. He gets it to Addison. And he will have a Vikings first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. And the Vikings had 7 and 4 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
To the air again, McCarthy. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On first down, it's Benson.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
So still 14 yards to go, second down.
To throw, it's Murray. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack.
Jonathan Grenard
able to record his 5th sack of the season. All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Shotgun now for Murray. Rolling to his right.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Kyler going to give this to Benson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Play fake. Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Murray.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit, because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Fourth down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now.
He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
Bust through the tackle. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I go ahead and punt the football myself.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy over the middle. That's hauled in by Tony.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Jones on the return. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Murray now. And that is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Here's 2nd and 10. A final shot before half for Murray. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good kick pays off as he's only able to get this out past the 10-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
McCarthy operating from the gun.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I love those plays. 4th and 1, that's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And this one too low.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And Walker has it. He's into space past the 25. Touchdown, Vikings! Kenneth Walker, 41 yards. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's Murray. That went out wide and intercepted. Mekhi Blackman's got it.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's McCarthy. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jordan Addison, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a third and long.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't ready up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on fourth down. They're going to try and throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
First down, Arizona.
Running out of the gun here with Benson. Down to about the 45.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And they'll come up at a four-receiver look. 2 left, 2 right, 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Murray, eluding the pressure right. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Murray now to throw.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't work it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Murray. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Throwing is McCarthy.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
To the air with McCarthy. Throw left side, complete to Tony.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Walker is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. To throw is Murray. He'll buy some time right. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this will be swung out here for counter. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
That one goes for 30 yards.
Defensive Talk 101, don't let the quarterback out of the pocket, because when that happens, yeah, you may shrink the field with your defense, but it's so easy to lose someone on the backside. And he finds him and picks up a big gain.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Flushed out right.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Murray again. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw.
This one incomplete. Almost picked up by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Murray's got to have this one. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, Paul?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
This thrown quickly out to Cooper. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now Murray. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Amari Cooper with career touchdown number 70. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Prater for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
31. Cardinals 17. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Minnesota. Now the try here for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
17.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Murray now. And he'll get this one to Cooper complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Murray. Looking for and finding Amari Cooper again. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Murray going to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Third and 9 here.
To throw, it's Murray.
Open man here is Benson.
And out of bounds right around the 20. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Murray sets to throw on 4th.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Here's Murray. Dancing to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Vikings are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. Now he's into the clear again. Off to the races. Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Ken Walker. An even 90 yards. And the Vikings have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
2nd and 6.
At the 45-yard line.
Here's McCarthy.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Murray, one final try. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory.